from Chicago.
Chicago?
The man said Chicago.
This is Weekend R&B Trivia.
The recording studios in New York, LA, and Detroit had the players and the sound that R&B producers crave, and Chicago didn't? Despite the fact that Chicago studios made a significant contribution to R&B music, the city has never been mentioned among the recording giants. An oversight, I'm sure. In the mid-50s, the go-to studio in Chicago for R&B was Universal. It was located high atop the Civic Opera House. Until 1955, when Universal moved to a sprawling complex on Chicago's Gold Coast.
My baby don't stand no cheating.
At its apex, Universal ran 5 studios, 24/7. Universal was home base to the artists on Chess Records. And VJs D. Clark, Jerry Butler, and The Impressions.
She was a gypsy woman.
Chess Records opened its own studio in 1957 at 21st in Michigan. Its stars now had a home. Etta James, The Vibrations, Fontella Bass, The Dells, The Radiants, and Billy Stewart. DJ also brought their groups in-house after opening its studio at 1449 South Michigan Avenue in 1960. After VJ filed for bankruptcy in 1966, its building and studios were taken over by Brunswick. The Shy Lights' Have You Seen Her is probably the biggest hit laid down at 1449.
There's a place right across town.
OK Records and Studios were located inside the CBS complex on North McClurg Court. Its roster included Major Lance,
He just go, and I believe that I'm on the right track.
Billy Butler, and the smoothest voice in all of R&B.
How can I tell her it's all over?
Walter Jackson was a son of Detroit, but made his career here.
Suddenly, I'm all alone.
Musician turned engineer, Paul Serrano started PS Recording in 1966. Located on East 23rd Street, Serrano laid down tracks for Ramsey Lewis, Syl Johnson, and The Emotions.
Don't waste your time.
In 1966, Curtis Mayfield formed Windy C Records, home to Chicago's 5 stair steps.
You've waited too long.
Exactly where the stair steps recorded their Windy C hits is unknown. After Windy C closed, Curtis Mayfield formed Kurt Tom Records in 1968, initially recording his first 2 solo albums. And 1972's hugely successful Superfly soundtrack at RCA Studios, with one exception.
I'm your pusher man.
Pusher Man was recorded in New York.
I'm your pusher man.
When RCA closed its Chicago operations, Mayfield purchased the assets and rolled them into Kurt Tom on Chicago's North Side. It was here that Gladys Knight and the Pips recorded Mayfield's million-selling soundtrack for the movie Claudine in 1974. The Ohio players didn't record in Ohio at all. From Skin Tight to Jazzy Lady, they put down their music and vocals at Paragon Studios on Chicago's near North Side. In 1969, Chess Records were sold. Their studios on East 21st Street continued to operate until the late 70s. The former Chess Studios at 2120 South Michigan is now Willie Dixon's Blues Heaven, a museum dedicated to the history of Chess Records. When in Chicago, check it out. CBS put the OK label to bed in 1970 and eventually sold the studio's building, which also housed its TV and radio stations. It was demolished in 2009. Kurt Tom Records and its studios shut down in 1980. Curtis Mayfield was paralyzed when a lighting scaffold collapsed on him during a performance in 1990. He passed away 9 years later. Back in the day, many studio credits just weren't listed on albums. Nailing down what song was recorded where is a challenge, to say the least. But it's safe to say that when labels went out of house to record in Chicago, they turned to Universal, and did so until Universal's East Walton Street location was sold in 1989 and closed for good in the early 90s.